Gladiators and Gods, blood on the sand.
And our mission really is just to pull out the key insights. We want to understand this ancient spectacle, but without getting totally lost in dates and names.
Right, we're not aiming for an encyclopedia entry.
No, definitely not. Think of it more like the express lane to understanding why this bloody entertainment had such a massive hold on Roman society.
We're really after the essence, what made these events more than just fights.
Right.
And the title itself, Gladiators and Gods, it kind of points us in the right direction, doesn't it?
It does. It suggests those two main areas. The gladiators, the people, and then this kind of intriguing link to the gods.
Precisely.
Okay, so let's start with that image. Blood on the sand. Wow, that phrase alone, it just paints such a vivid picture.
It really does. Instantly visceral.
These weren't like casual Saturday afternoon sports matches, were they?
Not at all. We're talking intense life and death combat, often in front of absolutely huge crowds, tens of thousands.
It's a really stark reality to face, that level of public violence.
It is. And understanding the sheer impact that must have had on the audience, that's crucial. This wasn't just passive viewing.
No, you'd imagine it was deeply affecting.
Yeah.
So building on that brutality, who were these people? Who were the gladiators?
Well, Gladiators and Gods paints a really interesting picture here. It's quite diverse.
Right, because you think slaves, prisoners of war.
Yes, absolutely. Many were. They were forced into it. But here's the kicker. Some Roman citizens actually volunteered.
Really? Voluntarily chose that life. That's
And so you
incredible.
can imagine making that choice. So they came from different backgrounds, slaves, criminals, POWs, but also free citizens seeking maybe glory or wealth.
United by the arena, essentially.
Exactly. And the fact that citizens sometimes chose this path, well, it tells you something about the complex social dynamics, right? Glory could outweigh the stigma.
That really adds a layer beyond just thinking of them all as unling victims. It complicates the picture of Roman society itself.
Definitely. It wasn't monolithic.
Okay, so that's the gladiators part. Now, the and gods part of the title. That really sparks my curiosity. Was this just about thrilling the crowds, pure entertainment, or was there something deeper going on, a religious angle maybe?
Well, the title isn't just catchy phrasing. There's evidence suggesting these games might have evolved from much older funerary rites.
Funerary rites, like connected to honoring the dead.
Potentially, yes. Which would give them a kind of spiritual significance right from the start, beyond just entertainment.
Huh. So how did that origin perhaps shape how Romans saw these fights?
It's believed by many scholars that the spectacles maybe retained elements of sacrifice, a way to honor the deceased perhaps, or even appease certain gods.
Wow. So beneath the surface of the gore and the spectacle, there could have been this deep religious meaning for the Romans watching.
It seems plausible, yeah. It connects the combat itself to their spiritual worldview.
That really shifts the perspective, doesn't it? It wasn't just about the thrill of the fight.
Precisely. And if you think about how central religion was to Roman daily life in general.
Right, it permeated everything.
Exactly. So it makes sense that even something as seemingly secular or purely entertaining as gladatorial combat might carry that deeper symbolic weight. The gods in the title points right at that often overlooked dimension.
I think the key takeaway here is, when you picture Roman gladiators, try to look beyond just the brutal combat.
Yeah, see the bigger picture.
See it as this really complex thing, part brutal entertainment, sure, but also deeply woven into the social fabric and maybe even their religious beliefs. It's a window into a very different world.
And it's fascinating how that initial powerful image, blood on the sand, while totally real, is only part of the story. The full title, Gladiators and Gods, hints at so much more.
Think about our own world. What kinds of intense spectacles grab our attention today? Are they purely entertainment? Or maybe could there be deeper connections, perhaps subconscious ones, to our own values, our own beliefs?
That's a great question. What parallels can we draw, if any?
Exactly.